All right. Welcome back to I'm Just Saying. This is Baby Doll, and I am the Mighty Pooh Bear. All right, today we are going to be discussing, I would like to call a mandatory ceasefire to the war between men and women. That is what we're doing today. I'm calling a mandatory ceasefire between the war of the sexes. It's going too far. We're starting to get too far into espionage in this subject. There are a lot of casualties, and there's a lot of war stories that are preventing people from actually having good relationships because you're taking bad advice from folks that don't know what the hell they're talking about in the first place.
Yes.
So, baby, how you feel about this world that we're living in, full of internet catfishing and Instagram fronting?
I feel sad for them. I feel sad. Like, they don't even know how to hold conversations with each other. When we go out to eat, we're conversating and our phones are there, but it's not the focal point of the date. Nowadays, it's like that's the focal point. How many likes you can get on your Instagram, your social media, your Snapchat,
yes,
and all the different platforms. It's the likes you can get on those, but the person that's sitting directly in front of you, you're not paying no attention to.
Now, for the people that are in our community, you also let us know, all right, what can the world do as far as our community and stopping this war between men and women because it's getting out of hand. I've been saying this, I don't know how many years now, but yes, it is getting all the way out of hand. And if you don't know what I mean by the war between male and female, all right, some of you cats that's been with y'all wild stuff for a long time, you love your wife, but do you really like her? That's the first thing that's going to come out. You love her to death, but do you really like her? Are y'all together for the children?
Are you...
Have you shown, for you females out
like
there, have you shown your man the real you? Just like you dudes out there, have you shown this woman the real you? Have you gotten past that 90-day grace period where you feel comfortable enough? Okay.
Take all them girdles and all them
take everything off.
And
let them see you.
Stomach tucks.
The guys, the same thing.
Off.
The same thing, fellas. The same thing. If you got that powder stuff to help your hairline out because of confidence problems or anything else that may pop up,
hereditary hair loss.
Yeah. Also for our community, let you know, you guys can chime in. This is our community. We share everything. Yes. So if you want to chime in with yours, any questions that you may have, or any comments or any situations, go ahead and put those things in there, man, because that's what we're here for, is to build this bridge of communication between everyone that's in our community. Now, back to y'all. Did you finish that 90-day grace period before you let her know that everything that she's seen on Instagram is a flat-out lie?
Yeah.
Bam. How did you do it? Same for the females?
Or did you let him know that all your pictures on your Snapchat, your Instagram, you use a filter?
Okay. On the other end of that, did you let Nosy Keisha know to keep you and your relationship off of her live?
Yeah.
Also.
Or did you let Dwayne know?
Okay.
Stop bringing up you and your woman's problems in the midst of his social media rants.
War between females and males is getting out of hand. All right.
Stop trying to use your friends' relationship situations to bring up topics that you want to discuss on your page.
Okay, ladies, how many dates have you been on before you took that wig off and let him see the cornrows? All right. Is that a thing that he was cool with? Or did you get one of them vanity cats that want to look prettier than you?
Mean to see that stocking cap, because some of them don't have hair to have cornrows.
Okay. Did she see you go
from Beyonce to Danny Glover?
There you go. That or Wesley Snipes and 2-1 Fool. Did you show him the truth? Fellas, did you show him the truth and let him know that you got 8 crazy baby mamas And
that
they
all,
and they like to pull up.
and
Did
they
you show
all
them the
think you still in a current relationship.
There you go. Did you tell them that? Let's stop this war between me. Stop taking advice from cats that don't know what they talking about. Okay, please stop taking advice from these people because you are driving us deeper and deeper into the thing where internet is going to determine who you will date and who you will marry. It's all boiling down to computers now. So you put up your application. That's what dating is. It's a hiring process on both ends. That's male and female. It's not one way. You are doing your best on this job to determine whether or not you make it to the next step, which is marriage. So
okay,
before
let me
you
ask
get
you a
into
question.
Okay.
I'm sorry, cut you off.
I was ranting too. I was going in.
How can you, like, what can you stop? What suggestion do you make for when they're in that dating stage to where they're able to take that person on a date and they're able to comfortably strip away all of the makeup, the masking, the falsehood, the fakery? Like, what can you do?
So let's go from the jump street, the initial, okay, when you're meeting this person and they're not throwing up any red flags.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be up to you to whether or not you want to take all of your baggage and get rid of it, all of your drama and get rid of it, and have a conversation with this person saying, okay, I like you and you like me.
Mm-hmm.
And we are ready to spend time together because we both have jobs, we both have things going on, but we're willing to put time aside for you and I to better know each other and to start this journey that is the beginning of our relationship. This is a dating relationship. This ain't marriage yet. For both of it, I hear y'all typing, commenting now. I can hear you commenting.
Just dating.
This is just dating starting out, okay? So when you're doing the dating thing and you put everything that's on the proverbial table and you get your partner, whoever you're in this relationship with or starting out with, now are they going to do the same? And not just put a little bit of trash out there and
it depends.
I feel like put all of the baggage on the table.
It depends on the bait you're putting out there is fine. But when you're reeling in your catch, are you throwing the ones back that are not like-minded? Are you throwing the ones back that don't have the same kind of mindset, thought process, the same interests as you? Are you trying to hold on to fish because of what it looked like? Because of what kind of score it'll bring you? What kind of ranking it will bring you? Or are you really fishing to actually find someone that is for you? That's the question you need to ask yourself first. And then I think with your first date is basically just to see where that person's headspace is at. Do you have to go extreme elaborate for your first date? No. Your first date is supposed to be more intimate, more romantic, more one-on-one, more concentrated, meaning it shouldn't be a whole bunch of things going on around you that's taking the attention off of, I need to get this information from you. I need to really see where you are, see if me and you can vibe, see if I like you as a person, okay? And if you look good, that is the bonus, I think. What you think?
That's why I love you. Teamwork. Bam! Now, going on with this subject matter of the war, look, it is different degrees to this stuff. It really is. Because you have, like I said, the 90-day filling out process of whether or not you want to continue with this person. All right? Are we going to have some truce in between all that? Or are we going to keep this catfish up long as we can keep it, and then in the hopes that the person is going to like the end product when they see all of the paint stripped away, or when the female sees all of your manly man stuff stripped away and she actually gets to see who you really are behind all of that facade.
Within that first couple of dates, you should have gotten to know this person enough to where they're comfortable enough to show you something extra or something more along the lines of a raw version of them.
Now, is this just you doing this stuff, or is this you along
It
with the
should
conversations between Deron and Michelle and the rest of everybody else?
No, it should just be you and the person that you're dealing with. You and the person that you're trying to get to know. You and the person that you're dating or the person that's courting you. Everybody else should not be in your business. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make. You want to report back because, you want to give the tea. Everybody in your circle ain't tea giving material. Okay, everybody in your circle don't deserve to hear that kind of tea, and everybody's not able to give you that constructive criticism or that constructive advice that you're needing for that tea. But I feel like when you have your circle of friends, each person in that circle has a certain purpose. Some they're for fun. They're for consoling. They're for comforting. They're for reinforcement. Okay. You have others. They're there for when you need confirmation on certain things, when you're needing to bounce ideas off of them, when you're needing that intellectual vibe with somebody that's on your level. They can still have fun, but when you're needing that, they're able to reciprocate. You're able to go back and forth with this person. They're able to feed you, you're able to feed them. You have another person where it's all emotional. When you go through your emotional, stressful times, when you're talking about your relationship problems, when you're talking about your issues with your siblings, your parents, your finances, this is that person that you're confiding in for that. Are you supposed to sit and discuss with the whole dag blaster group all of your business? I don't believe so. Because when you're doing it that way, when things get out, you're confused, you're lost, and you don't know where that information come from. But if you're watchful and you're, you know what I'm saying, you're precise, or you have a structure as far as how your friendships are, what friend you discuss what with, what level that friend is on for you to discuss certain things, what mental capacity that person has in order to handle the information that you're wanting to discuss with them. You can't discuss your business with somebody, you're going through a hardship, it may not be that big a deal. You're caught up in your feelings and you're just vibing a little wrong because you may be overly guarded. This other person is completely destroyed, distraught, bitter, and hateful because of whatever tyrant they had to deal with or whatever turmoil they had to go through.
Now, that's what I was meaning when I was talking about the war between men and women, because that's part of it right there. That whole espionage part, that's part of it. You have propaganda that is out here specifically to destroy what you're trying to do because another person has been hurt before you. The person who has been hurt on that
let's talk about that
level.
What do you think about where you have two individuals? Okay, let's say John and Jackie. John and Jackie was together. Their relationship together was extremely toxic. Mm-hmm. Okay, and here come Jenny. Okay, JJ and Jackie didn't work out, but Jenny come along and everything is hunky-dory, sweets, roses, just everything is just so happy and lovey-dovey. And Jackie becomes sour. Jackie becomes bitter because she's looking at, well, if it's working so wonderful with her, if you're able to not cheat, not run streets, not do this, not do that, and all your bad habits melt away with her, why were you not able to do that with me? And then they want to carry that same hatred and that same hurt into the next relationship. And it's the same thing with men. Here it is. Jeff, he done got with Jill. Jill ain't thinking about him, don't care nothing about his feelings or nothing. She running him through the mud and using him for every dime he could possibly dish out to her. Okay? And it was toxic. Now he done moved on. Okay? Now this girl is bitter because now she see what she had was gold mine, was precious, was wonderful. It could have been the most blessed intimacy that she has ever experienced in her existence. But no, because of her foolery, she wanted to be out there and out and about. Now you're out and about. A lot of people are not able to get over or able to get past the decisions that they make. They're not able to get past the fact that they take people for granted. So what do you think about those kind of situations where the male is on the other side of that coin, to where he's left and then he's bitter because the relationship with this particular female that he was really wanting it to work out with didn't work out?
Yes. And a lot of times those things spiral out of control. If the person gets hurt to the point where they either build up a wall or they're out to destroy.
Yeah.
That's what they're out to do. They're going to go out there. They're going to have a bunch of meaningless relationships, sex, and all the rest of that stuff, trying to get themselves back together so they can hold it in the road. Or they're going to put up this whole wall of defense that nobody can penetrate because they're the only ones that's able to let you in. Right. So you're sitting there knocking at the door forever and a day, and they give you these little taunts through the door, or next month, or we'll discuss it there, and this conversation come up to what are we and where are we going, and that right there puts a pause on them because they've already been down this road, but they're not looking that it's a different person. They resort back to the person that they had before that.
The trauma that they had to deal with. They're not realizing the current person. They're traumatizing the current person because you're putting them through the same drama, hurt, and pain that you done went through.
Relationship PTSD is what they have.
Yeah.
So whenever something flares up with them or they hit a trigger, it automatically sounds the alarm and they're going to shut it down.
Yes.
Right? And for that's ladies and dudes on the same end, because you wonder why you may stop getting phone calls out of the blue.
Yeah.
You wonder why now all of a sudden
you're being avoided.
Yeah. And things like that, because without the conversation and without, opening up those doors of communication, you're not gonna know what really went down. So that's why I was saying at the beginning of this whole thing, to put it all on the table and let them know these are things. Now that's if you want to take it that far, okay? Now, if y'all just on a date, a couple of people adults having fun and drink stuff like that,
and you're there to enjoy yourself,
that's
then
fine.
There should not be any heavy conversation. Everything should be just casual conversation. Everything should just be lightweight conversation. And if you decide to experiment, explore, whatever you want to call it, at the end of your night, which way you want to end it, that's on you.
Yeah, but that's just for our community, letting y'all know we have the levels to this stuff, okay? Dating is not an obligation. Let's just throw that out there. Dating is what it is. It's just dating. So
a screening process.
There you go. If I take you out, we had a good time. All right, do I want to do this again? Did I have such a good time with this person that I want to continue? Or, no, it's on both ends. Did she do all the right things? I want to see her again. Or I want to see him again. Now, that's not including you people out there just doing this stuff for a free meal. We're not talking about y'all. Yeah. Y'all turn is coming later
y'all
on.
Something completely different.
You guys are part of the reason why this war continues. All right? You didn't listen to the propaganda. You took it as doctrine. And now you want to relate everything to it. Just like on the male side, that you are, okay, if your woman your woman ain't doing the things that you like her to do in your own twisted mind or whatever your mind frame that you're in, you want to go get a sugar baby so the sugar baby can do what the woman that you're with is not doing because you don't want to.
But have you spoken to that woman about what your desires or your fetishes are?
No, because she said no already in the midst of a conversation.
Okay, if she said no in the midst of a conversation and you're in a relationship with that person, I would say you need to bring it up in a more serious setting. and let them know this is a conversation that is needing to be had, and this is the topic that they are needing to consider, because this is what it means to you. Now, if you just are not able to get anywhere whatsoever with this person, then it will go back to the question of, well, why are you with this person? How was that person a match for you? Did you really communicate with this person in the beginning? Did you really use your screening process like you were supposed to screen through all the garbage, the gunk, the junk, and the idiots in order to reach the person that you feel like matches your wants or matches your checklist the best, or the one that you feel like you can build with? Did you do that in the beginning? Because a lot of times we jump in relationships through lustful eyes. You're jumping in a relationship because of how that person look, or because of how they make you feel, not because of, what you're desiring is being met. And I ain't talking about no fantasy or no fictitious. I'm talking about, you already know what preference of female, you already know what preference of man, you already know what kind of relationship you want to be in. And if you don't know what kind of relationship you want to be in, you know good and dang on well what kind of relationship you don't want to be in. So that's where you need to start. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that. Okay,
Now,
so if this person is showing all these signs, are you still going to date them?
Now, going along those same lines, okay? When we're talking about the espionage, the whole war that's going on, it's a whole war, not just battles. This is a global war that is going on. We got battles between sugar babies and sugar daddies. We got battles between Tyrones and let's say Tamikas. Not to put nobody's name out there like that,
Now,
but just use it as a reference. But
I still
it's a
feel
whole
like
thing.
it's still a screening process, because everybody see, it's a certain type of mindset you supposed to have to be a sugar baby, and it's a certain type of mindset you supposed to have to be a sugar mama or a sugar daddy.
I forgot the name.
Okay,
Sorry.
It's a certain mindset you're supposed to have. Some sugar mamas and some sugar daddies belong to someone else. They're not all widowers, or you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So since they belong to someone else, your position is in the pleasure company zone. Okay? Your position is not longevity. Yes, you are going to receive compensation for your company. Okay? But you can't be on no espionage, blackmail type agenda. That just don't work. It don't work. A lot of times y'all end up hurt. That's behind right. it. Because it sends that woman that they are in a relationship with into a psychotic rage.
And it turns her into bitter woman.
Woman.
She has bitter woman syndrome.
If she leaves the relationship, or if the relationship breaks, because 9 times out of 10, female's gonna stay in that relationship just for the fact of she don't want him to end up with you. Now with a man, same thing. He may belong to somebody, and you can't. You understand what I'm saying? Be on that mess. You just can't. That pop up. You trying to be in the vicinity, so you give shocks and jolts. Your money gonna dry up, and ain't nobody else gonna pick you up. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna pick up a reputation. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes, you're another casualty in the war between men and women.
Amongst the young men, because y'all so oblivious, a lot of these young men listen to these sugar daddies about y'all young women. A lot of these sugar mamas, they talk to these younger women that are actually listening and trying to learn some game. They listening. So y'all get a bad name for yourself. So then you get into the category of just usage. I'm going to use this person up for my benefit. And you pay for using things, so it's not out of the ordinary. I'm going to keep paying for this service. Okay? Same thing like a cable company you don't like. But they got all the channels that you love to watch, and all your favorite shows is on that channel. You going to pay for that service because it's benefiting you. You get something from it.
All right. And
when you no longer receive something from that you're paying for, you get rid of it, you discard it, and you replace it.
Now, I was going to cut you off. I was just running my mouth right quick.
Go ahead, baby.
But also, I was calling for is a ceasefire because a lot of time people do not see the psychological damage that is done to the people that get tossed on the wayside of these things. Because if you go into a relationship as a struggle for or a power dynamic, okay, you have one person that is in control of the relationship, and you have another person that's trying to make the person in control of the relationship happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how that's going. You feel yourself starting to change or come out of your character in order to continue these type of relationships, which are 9 times out of 10 are being labeled now as the toxic type of relationship.
Well, not really, because you can go about changing yourself or improving yourself because you have been inspired by someone. What you're talking about, or what you're referencing, is because they have manipulated you emotionally or mentally so vastly to the point where you are changing yourself to please them, but you're making yourself internally unhappy.
Yes. Casualties of war. That's what it's going down at. The people that get used, you see them on the net a lot. They get caught up in these videos. They get caught up in these situations, and they're embarrassed for one, and for two, they're outside of it. So now they have become a casualty. Either they're going to die out in this relationship game, or they're going to come back so bitter that they're continuing the cycle that's hurting people. And it's creating all these casualties of this war between men and women. And I think that the road to communication needs to be open no matter what. And if you do not like a person, you let them know. If you don't want that person to do the same thing to you, and treat them like you want to be treated, basically.
And so, you don't have to be mean, malicious, rude, nasty, hateful. You don't have to be cold-hearted when you let them know that you're not interested. No, I don't see you like that. I look at you more as a friend. You could be kind-hearted or you could be compassionate when you're telling someone the truth.
And we're trying to cover a lot also in this episode because that spy game and espionage, for y'all cats, they can make it past 90 days like everything cool. And then y'all make it 2-3 years down the road. And then all of a sudden you find out that the baby mama's coming.
Yeah.
She found you. It's wrap on that part of it. So now you got to deal with a whole nother topic of this, a whole nother issue to discuss. Just same way the females, if you got that crazy baby daddy, that ex-husband, that one that says,
no matter what,
over my dead body,
together,
he really meant that.
Who you with when I'm around, everybody knows.
So you have to let the person know, because we've seen these things spiral out of control. People get killed behind this stuff. Lives get destroyed. Children get put into all kind of different services.
And that's the other thing, children. Nobody wants to pay any attention to children. A lot of these singles out here have kids. Okay? A lot of them have children. And there's not just one. A lot of them have multiple children. Mm-hmm. And that parent's state of mind or emotional state of being affects those children, especially if they live in the same household with them.
You're right on. Oh, the other thing is unreal expectations. Unreal
Expectations.
That goes on both ends. Fellas, you know what it is for us, for the guys that like what they like. Women, you know what it is for you and what you like. Now, you got to ask yourself this question. With this checklist that you have, if you look at internally, does your checklist match what you putting out there? For it's just like selling cars. If you are putting yourself out there, how many miles do you have on you before you try to get somebody to buy this?
Bump that. You go into the car lot.
Bam.
What's your credit report look like?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
What does it look like?
What's your paperwork looking like?
Can you get it?
Okay. When you go to apply for that apartment, what's your finances looking like? And when I'm saying that as an example, I'm not saying exactly what your finances looking like. I'm saying, what are you looking like as a person, as an individual, internally?
Yes.
Are you still struggling with emotional damage? Are you still carrying baggage?
If this person that you have these expectations about is interested in you, now, do you meet their checklist? Because if you have one, I'm pretty sure
because if you want something of value, I'm pretty sure that valuable person that you want, they want something of value as well.
This war is crazy. That's what we're calling. I'm calling for immediate ceasefire, man. We need to step back in the situation and look at each other.
And this is the other thing. If somebody tell you they're not interested, stop running their name through the mud. Stop trying to call them out their name. Stop trying to belittle them to everyone else because you was running your mouth talking about you was going to bag that. Or you was running your mouth talking about, oh, I know I'm so fine, I can get that. And you get turned down because you're not their cup of tea. Or you're not something that they're interested in. You're not something that they're wanting, desiring, needing, looking at. Okay? Stop doing that.
We correspond to this thing. This is
okay. and then the other part of it is learn how to take a compliment, ladies, men.
Dudes,
learn how to take a compliment. Take the compliment without thinking she wants you.
It's not necessarily booty time because you said you got a nice shirt.
It's not a dinner bell. Okay, it's not saying come hither. Okay, he's not saying, will you marry me? Okay, just take the compliment. If someone say, oh my God, you are just gorgeous. Oh, you so fine. Thank you, I appreciate it. And continue your day.
There you go.
If a female say, oh my God, you was just so fine. You's a nice looking man. Oh, you smell so good. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And carry on your day.
Now go somewhere. I'm eating this sandwich.
It shouldn't be no extreme reaction of, I'm not interested. Oh,
I got a man.
Yeah.
I'm with somebody and I'm like,
what they got to do with anything? Because we have been together. And my husband have said, you know, that really looks really nice. And female, I ain't interested. I got it. Well, bitch, he ain't interested either. Oh, I said a cuss word. I'm sorry.
We in the same thing.
He ain't interested either.
Come on.
Okay? And vice versa. You know, where they get to looking you up and down because they probably, you know, into another aesthetic or something. But they ain't interested in me. But I wasn't looking at you like that. I was just giving you a compliment. I was just, you know, trying to pass on some nice words. You know, I seen something nice. I seen you look pretty nice. You know, that was it. This is my sexual chocolate right here. He's fine to me. Okay? This is my sexiness right here. Okay? So when I give a compliment,
I like making that
I'm doing that. I'm just doing just that. Giving a compliment. You silly. I'm giving a compliment. It's not a big deal. And then females, we used to be able to give each other compliments. Now, I guess because, you know, how the atmosphere is now.
All right, hold on for you to continue on this. See what I got right. Yeah, buddy.
You
Yeah, buddy. It's real. It is real. So I had to throw that out there. You see what I'm working. You see what's sitting next to me, man. What's wrong with y'all? But this this battle thing is going on and it's crazy. It's making me act crazy because I see it a lot in my line of work. We see it a lot, and I talk to my wife about everything, and we discuss it, and we see it out. We see it on the net. We see it in our children. We see it in their friends. We see it in friends of ours. People that's in our community.
Yeah.
We see all of it.
Right.
That's why we're leaving this door of communication open to you guys, so y'all can go ahead and put y'all 2 cents in. One time we will tell you to put your 2 cents in on this situation. Maybe somebody watching this or reading this will see that they're in this battle and people recognize that. So you're not alone in this thing by yourself.
And it's not just single people that's in this battle, because you have married people that are in this battle.
And it doesn't is not determined by any type of color or race either.
No.
Because it's all the same.
And
in
this is the other part. If you know somebody already is in a relationship, why would you purposely try and be disrespectful? Why would you purposely go above and beyond to do some questionable acts? Or you understand what I'm saying? Why would you want to do stuff like that? I'm not getting it. The whole thing of, how females walk up, because I'm not a jealous type female. I'm just not. But they'll walk up, they'll speak, they be wanting hugs. I don't give a shit. I mean, give a crap. Hug them all you want. Okay? Hug them, give them all you want. It don't bother me, because you know what? As soon as it's at the end of the day, okay? At the end of the day, when I get ready to lay down, guess where he is? Okay?
Taking out trash.
Guess where he's at?
Picking up bottles.
And not at any point in time do I ask, beg, and trap, or any of that. I'm telling him when you going somewhere.
That's right.
And the same thing, it's just ridiculous. Why? A lot of this stuff is why. Why would you do stuff like that? Because if you were in that situation, you would be distraught if it was done to you.
Yeah, on live, sending out subliminal messages to other people that you want to listen to you on the internet. That's what I said. This war thing is ugly. It really is. And
or just flat out lying. You're lying on somebody because you want to be with them. You maybe have dabbled with them in the past, or maybe have dabbled with them a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But they done ended things. But you still on social media talking about what you done did, where you done been, and all this other kind of bull crap. Why? Why? Who are you making look foolish? You or them? You the extra. Sorry.
Well, no need to apologize. This, like I said, this subject matter is crazy, and it makes people act crazy.
How are you hyping up the extra? When did it become fashionable or big business to be a side? I want to be the main dish, okay?
Well, when they start celebrating, making songs about it, and the people that fall in that's along with this stuff, you don't know where you sit at in this world. You're just sitting there watching on TV, trying to make sure that no bombs get dropped on your house. But the war continues, and me, myself, I am calling for a ceasefire, because we need some peace in the world, and we need a new beginning so the generations after us will be able to find this relationship utopia that we're always trying to build, but keep falling up on our own swords.
It's no such a place as long as everybody keep lying. As long as you keep trying to create some fictitious crap instead of just being legitimately honest and open.
So, once again, in the comment section, let us know what's going down. Feel free to leave what you need to leave. We read them, and we'll respond to you accordingly.
Yes.
And we love you in our
come
community.
July, was it July? July, we're going to start.
July.
Come July, we're gonna start doing our live stream.
That's right. Get ready. Because we're going to be doing a whole lot of looking at the thing like they do on live. Be like, what
and
you say?
You can talk directly back to us, comment, and all that good stuff. I will say this, though.
Warning.
Please be respectful. Don't be disgusting or, disrespectful, because you will get deleted, blocked, and ignored.
Blocked. I like that. All right, this is I'm Just Saying.
That made me think of that movie.
This is I'm Just Saying. I am Baby Doll.
I'm pooping. I am Baby Doll.
And
he is Pooh Bear.
The mighty Pooh Bear.
You said you was Baby Doll.
I know, I like that. And we'll holler at y'all. We're having a good time. Hopefully y'all having a good time watching this and yelling at your screen about different stuff that we didn't bring up. That's why we have the comment section. So do that. Get back at us and we'll continue this thing rolling.
Continue it as much as we can. And you guys can make suggestions as far as what topic you want us to talk about.
That's right. And you can also hashtag us in the I'm Just Saying if you want to share this with your friends. And say that, hey, these people are discussing stuff that is in our community and we want to chime in on it. And we invite all of you to do so.
It's open opinions as long as you're respectful. And you're not being, extremely explicit.
Yeah.
The wrong way.
All right, let's keep it simple, people. All right, we're talking to us. We're in our community. So let's treat each other with respect. We love y'all just like you love us. And we'll continue this thing going.
Yes. Bye.